Hello folks, welcome back. In previous video we have seen how to set up deploy on Kubernetes CD job. In this video we are going to create deploy on Kubernetes CI job. To create a container we should have a image. That image should be always latest so that we can have the latest application on our container. So in this video we are going to create that CI job so that it creates a latest image and CD job can pull the latest image and create a container out of it. To do that one, we should use our earlier job which we were creating an image and deploying on a Docker container. We have a job called deploy on a Docker container using Ansible playbooks. In this playbook, we were creating Docker image and deploying on a Docker container, right? So instead of Docker container, we are using Kubernetes cluster. So there is no much difference. We can use the same job by modifying little bit. Before using it, let's understand this job. What is there in that? Configure. And if you see here, it is going to pull the code from the GitHub repository. And poll SCM, nothing but whenever there is a change in the code, it pulls the code. Next, it is building by using pom.xml. Once it build the var file, it copies the var file onto Ansible server under /opt docker. Once it is copied over there, we have a playbook in that folder which creates a image and tag that image, push that image onto Docker Hub, then delete the image. That is the task it do in this location. I will log into my Ansible system and show you this file. I am on my Ansible server. Let's go to cd/opt docker and we are talking about create simple DevOps image.yml. If you see here, first it creates an image under /opt docker and tag this image as YAMLs because we want to push it into YAMLs. Then push this image onto Docker Hub, remove the image on local. That is what it do. And we have mentioned here as a host all, and to skip all the nodes we are using the -- localhost. Instead of that one, so even we can create a group over here for the local host and use it. But let it be for time being to avoid the confusion. And also we have Docker file here and var file also getting copied over here. So nothing to change to this file. Let's jump into our Jenkins job and go back. I'm not changing anything over here. Let's create a new job. Deploy on container CI job. And we are going to copy this one from our Ansible playbook. Okay. So description I'm going to give, create Docker image using var file. Next, repository is same and poll SCM let it be and it builds. And here if we come, we are going to copy var file onto Ansible server. Yes, nothing to change here. We just need to remove it. That's it. So that it is going to create the container. Apply and save it. For testing purpose, let's build this one and also go to our hub.docker.com. I have already logged in, I think. Okay, you can see here simple DevOps image is updated 8 days ago. It should be update now. It's initialized. Let's open this one. Okay, it's running and pushing the image onto Docker Hub. Latest image is getting updated here or not. Yes, you can see here 84 and it's updated few seconds ago. So it means that our CI job is working fine. There is no issues. So to make it more relevant, what we can do is instead of building image in the /opt docker, we can build under /opt kubernetes. For that, we should copy these files. So sudo mv docker file as well as this file onto /opt kubernetes. Let's go back /opt kubernetes. Now we can create image directly over here, but we should change this one little bit. because we are creating, earlier we were saying that create image under slash opt docker. Now we are going to say that create image under slash opt and Kubernetes. Okay, this is one thing. Another thing is ls-ld slash opt Kubernetes. If you see, this is currently owned by root user, but as a Jenkins, we are trying to log into Ansible server as a ANS admin. If you remember, we have configured ANS admin credentials. I will just show you. Manage Jenkins. So configure system. You can see here, this is Docker host and Docker host, Docker admin user, Ansible server. We are logging as a ANS admin. So we should give the privilege to this directory for ANS admin. For that, chown -r ANS admin :ANS admin /opt Kubernetes. Okay, as a sudo we should do, so that this folder is owned by ANS admin, and also the files which are there in this are owned by ANS admin. And our our image file also we can do the little bit modification. Instead of all, we can specify that Ansible server. So we were doing that, we were specifying all over here, and also we were limiting to execute on only localhost. Instead of that one, I'm just giving this group name so that it indirectly refers to the localhost. We need not to specify explicitly --localhost. Okay, and according to this we need to change the job, because our current Ansible file is available in this location and hosts file also available in this location. So let's go back and modify our job back to Jenkins. So CA job, right? Configure. We just need to change the path where it should copy the WAR file and where it should execute this Ansible playbook. So we want to copy our WAR file under Kubernetes. Let me increase it. So this path name also going to change to /opt Kubernetes here also, because what does it mean? Copy the WAR file onto /opt Kubernetes and execute Ansible playbook -i /opt Kubernetes hosts, and also the YAML file is available under this location. --limit localhost is not needed. Why? Because we have already specified in the host execute only on Ansible server. Apply, save it, and let's build it again. This time what should happen? It should execute and copy the WAR file into this location. So far we don't have any WAR file. Copy the WAR file into this location, and this Docker file used to create a image, and that image get renamed and pushed into Docker Hub. Let's go and see. If it is creating confusion, you can still create image under /opt docker. But I just thought that if we have the CI/CD job files in the same location, so it would be easy. Now let me refresh it. This time it should be 85. Yes, it's working fine. So all set to execute our Jenkins job. In next video, we can integrate CI/CD job so that whenever we do any changes to our code, our CI job should execute, then our CD job get triggered, and a new deployment should happen. We'll see how we can enable this one in the next video. Until then, bye. See you there.